Hello, my fellow human light being. This is Mahadeva. And in this video, I'd like to share with you my vision, not only for the ThunderWizard YouTube channel, but my vision for the entire planet and all of the beings living on it. So I'm asking you to help me bring in the 5D ascension. So if you've been following the channel, and I'm sure if you're watching this video you have, you know all of the things that have been happening with me. If you've been following me longer than a couple of years, you know I've been tirelessly putting out content and practices, techniques, and information to give people a powerful, esoteric, spiritual experience. And then a couple of years ago, my understanding of reality was completely, totally exploded beyond anything I could have imagined. Still to this day, it's still happening as I speak. My understanding of the multiverse is continuing to expand. And long story short, if you've watched the video How I Became an Extraterrestrial on my channel in the Aliens folder, and you've listened to all of the, I talk about it every video, then you know that it is my belief based on not only my experiences, as well as the messages I've received, as well as the research that I've done. It is my firm belief that the Earth at this moment is going through a huge ascension. And it seems to be happening slowly for us, but in terms of the history of the Earth, this is an instantaneous event that is continuing to happen, and I want to do everything I can to help bring this about. So you can call it 5D, you can call it ascension, you can call it the new Earth, you can call it whatever you want. What I believe is happening is that the Earth herself and all of the inhabitants on Earth are going through a massive transformation. Now, I have also come to find out that this is a participatory event. We must be a part of it. And I have completely committed myself to taking on the responsibility to do everything in my power to help bring this shift about. And that is the complete focus of this channel. I am dedicated to spend the rest of my life doing everything that I can to bring about this 5D shift. And this channel is an excellent vehicle to do that with. So my vision for this channel is that it's pinpointed on one goal, even though I have a bunch of different tools that I can use. But my goal is to bring about this shift on planet Earth. And what I've come to find out is that this has to be done as a group project. So my goal for this channel is for this channel to go viral, to have millions of views per video, to have millions of subscribers, and to do these live interdimensional meditations as often as I physically and psychologically can. I want to do this as often as I can while still continuing to teach and teach all of the techniques and practices and new techniques and practices as they come up. So I still am going to be focused on, being a coach and being a teacher and being a facilitator for this 5D shift. So I'm going to share with you how I am hoping that you can help me accomplish that. So let's take a look at the ways that you can support the ThunderWizard vision of bringing the 5D ascension. Obvious one is to subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell button. So the more that you interact with this channel, the more that the algorithm will pick it up. Now, here's the reality of it. I've had this channel for, 10, 15 years now. Yeah, it's been, pushing 20 years probably. So at least 15, 20 years I've had this channel. And my original goal for this channel was, to live off of the ad revenue, hoping that I could get enough subscribers and views. Now, in 15 years, if I haven't done that, it doesn't seem very likely that I will, unless something, huge happens to the channel, which very well may be. But for right now, it's not possible for me to, the subject matter of this channel is at such a level, at such a depth, that the average person is either uninterested, unaware, and even many spiritually minded people aren't ready for the level of depth and power that we engage in here. So that's just the nature of things. However, it is still my goal to get this knowledge and this awareness into the minds of as many people as I can. But unfortunately, me just uploading videos every day isn't going to keep the channel going. I'm lucky at this point if I get, anywhere between 500 and 1,000 views, even though I have 25,000 subscribers. So how that happens, I don't know. So my vision is to completely change that. The way you can help is to interact with the channel, subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell button, because then you'll know when I'm coming up and uploading a video or doing something live. You can do the live interdimensional meditations as often as possible. So that's the goal of the free YouTube channel, is going to be to do these interdimensional meditations. And this is because I believe that I have been chosen to do this very thing. That this may be perhaps the most important thing that I do in my entire existence. A few months back, some higher dimensional beings, as they do almost on a daily basis, showed up and had a message for me. And I did not understand the message until very recently. And they said that this shift was coming. They reminded me that the shift is coming and that the Earth is going through a transition, a massive transition. And then they said that, first they said something that didn't make any sense to me at all, and it was quite frightening. I understand it now, it doesn't frighten me. But they said, I saw pictures of myself flying through the air like Superman and, like some kind of superhero, and that the Earth would be able to see me flying through the sky. And I was like, that's just crazy. I have no idea what that means. And I thought, am I going to be leaving my body? What's going to happen? Visions of the final solar flash culmination event, and seeing things in the sky, and that I would be a part of that. And again, Superman flying through the air. No idea what that meant. And I was like, what does this mean, you guys? What are you trying to tell me? And then I got the message that, don't worry. When the time comes, you will know exactly what to do. I'm like, okay. They came back weeks later and they repeated that message a couple of times. Don't worry, the time is coming soon. When the time comes, you will know exactly what to do. So during this whole time, I have been doing live interdimensional meditations. And in the beginning, I did it a couple of times, and the response from the light beings was they just went berserk with happiness and gratitude. And I was like, I don't understand. I was pulled, out of this realm into other realms, and I was given all of these titles by beings and councils and energy, and it was like a crazy science fiction fantasy, and I didn't know what to do with any of it. Because I thought, I'm just doing a meditation on my channel for myself and other people, and it's great and fine. But they didn't see it that way. They saw it as, they kept telling me, you have no idea how powerful these meditations are. You have no idea how important this is. And they've continued to repeat that over and over again. And not too long ago, had to have been a week or 2 weeks ago, I came to the realization that I knew exactly what I needed to do my part to bring the 5D ascension. And that was to do these live stream interdimensional meditations on as often as I could, daily, every other day. And the goal is to have thousands, if not millions of people meditating with me at the same time. And as you know, if you do these meditations with me, the main thing that we do during all of these meditations is that we send higher dimensional energy to the earth. We encircle the earth. We bring in as many light beings that want to come with us, deities, light beings, extraterrestrials. We're out there with our astral bodies, and they're out there with their whatever bodies they have. And we focus all of our energy. We bring in the sun, we bring in everything, and we focus this energy on the earth to shift it up. And I'm now convinced that this may very well bring the shift. I've been told over and over again that I'm going to bring the shift. I didn't know what that meant. I've been told over and over again that humans must participate in this, and the shift will come when we decide. So I've decided that if it's possible, I'm going to bring this 5D shift with these meditations. And of course, in order to do that, I need you. You must participate in this. So this is the most important thing you can do for this channel, is to show up and do these meditations with me. Now, I also would like to ask you to follow and like the Path of the ThunderWizard on Facebook. Just go onto Facebook, look for Path of the ThunderWizard, and follow it and like it. So be aware whenever I upload stuff there, because I usually take my video links here and put it up there. Take the video links that I put up there and put them on your social media. Get as many people as we can. Go on to forums, go on to other YouTube video, and leave in the comments section, light workers, we need you, come and meditate. So do what you can to bring as many people as you can to come and do these free meditations. And bear in mind, these meditations are free. They don't cost anything for anybody. Nobody has to pay anything for them. You just show up and do the meditations. And those of you who are doing the meditations, you know what they're doing for you. Some people are having huge, major experiences. Other people, maybe not as intense, but everybody who does them has some kind of life-changing, beneficial experience. So we need to get as many people as possible to fulfill this vision that I have of millions of people in their astral bodies surrounding Earth, connecting with the light beings and channeling higher dimensional energy directly to Earth. For that, I need your help. So go on to the Facebook group and share and post whatever you can that comes from this channel and from that Facebook page. Okay, so yeah, share the ThunderWizard YouTube video links and Facebook posts on social media. Subscribe to the ThunderWizard.com Patreon site, at least $5. So, as you know, every video I point up here to your left, my right here. I talk about subscribing at the 90-day challenge at ThunderWizard.com. So, I don't know where people are coming onto it, but there's a lot of people that are subscribing to the ThunderWizard channel. However, the majority of them are subscribing as free members. So if you're a free member, here's what it looks like right now. Today is April 30th. I'm in Australia. So I have 461 total subscribers at the ThunderWizard Patreon site. Only 58 of those are paid. Here's what that means. 461 minus 58 means there's 403 free members who are getting the same benefits as simply being on the free YouTube channel. So a free member who subscribes to the ThunderWizard Patreon site literally gets nothing that they don't already get from the YouTube channel. It doesn't benefit them. It doesn't benefit me. Nobody wins. Okay? So I'm grateful that people are hearing about it, finding it, and showing up. But I want to, I have a part of the way that I am is I've never asked for just, contributions. So on my Patreon channel, I don't have like people just showing up and throwing money at me. For whatever reason, people I don't think would do that with my channel anyway, but it's not who I am. I always provide something. I always go out of my way to provide something. But when I saw that there were 461 total, which meant 403 free members, and I realized that nobody was benefiting from it, then I took a look and said, well, what would happen if all of those free members, those 403 free members of the ThunderWizard Patreon site, what if they paid just $5? If all of these 403 free members were subscribed at $5, that would be $2,000. That would actually do something. Because listen, I'm working very hard on this vision right now. I'm 16 hours a day. And not too long ago, even though I'm working my tail off and giving all kinds of things to the channel, I ended up, not only am I in debt at this moment, but I've actually, I went overdrawn on my bank account. And that just dawned on me, I can't keep doing this. The channel has to survive. And so for that, I need your help. Now, if we get to the point where the channel goes viral and I've got millions of views, I'm sure that, the ad revenue and just people showing up and buying, even if 0.5% of the people who viewed it, purchased something on a monthly basis, I'd be fine. But as things are now, that's not the case. So I want to encourage you. There's a lot of people who are signing up as free members. So you must be getting something out of the channel. You must at the very least have an interest in what this channel is doing. So why not actually contribute in a way which allows me to make this my complete focus? Now, I don't think this is going to happen, what I'm about to say. I don't think this is going to happen, but it would be absolutely devastating for me if I had to walk away from this channel and go work at Walmart to be one of those Walmart greeters, 60-year-old guy or whatever. So if you believe in this channel and there's something in it for you, think about what you've gotten out of it. If you've gotten something out of it, even if you don't want to purchase something, even if you don't want to, be a paid subscriber, consider at least, if you're a free, member, paying $5 a month to keep me doing what I do. Now, let's get into the shop. So if you go to the ThunderWizard.com site, you will see the shop. That's what it looks like right now. When you click on shop at ThunderWizard.com, you will see a page filled with a bunch of new things. I don't know, I think there's 22 products in there. So I'm going to walk you through all of those. So this is the latest one. This is the Rune Shamanism videos. Now there are 3 Rune Shamanism books that I wrote. One is called Rune Shamanism. Second one is called Rune Divination. And the third one is called Advanced Rune Shamanism. All of these books have different focuses, and you're not going to hear this anywhere. The stuff that I teach in these books, even the so-called rune scholars don't have any clue about. Again, you can believe me or not, but it is my experience that I'm in direct contact with ancestral teachers who are bringing about new awarenesses and expanding the techniques that have been taught. These are living sciences. This isn't what my ancestors did 1,000 years ago. The runes are alive and they're real, and this science is continuing to grow just like any science, any technology. And so I believe that I'm on the cutting edge of that. So those 3 books are very powerful. The latest one, the Rune Shamanism, which was the first book that I wrote. In the last video there, I actually teach you the forgotten method of chanting the runes. This is what I believe the technique was that Odin used when he was on the tree of life and he was sacrificing himself to himself, I believe that he used this. At the very least, I think he came to this understanding, and I tell you exactly why that is. The name rune tells you exactly how to do this. So if you want to learn the most powerful meditative chanting practice with the runes, go to the shop and get the Rune Shamanism series, especially get Rune Shamanism number 3. Those of you who have read the book, and some of you that I've worked with, you already know what the method is. But for some of those that you are new, you may not. So go there and check that out. So let's go all the way down to the bottom. So we have here at the bottom, if you scroll to the bottom, today there's going to be more things coming onto the shop all the time. But for right now, the bottom you'll see the Advanced Hwar Mantra Technique for Pineal Activation. And this is a very powerful teaching. And I went out of my way to make it affordable there. It's only $49, but you learn about how the pineal gland works. You learn about how this Hwar breath mantra, which you hear in the background, how that activates the pineal. I teach you a moving Qigong practice so that you can physically get the energy going with the mantra. And then I teach you an advanced technique of how to stimulate what people call the Christos, the energy in the spinal column that goes up into the brain, into the pineal gland, and starts to vibrate those rhombohedron crystals so that you create a transceiver. Very powerful, and we're going to be using that technique with other practices that I'm going to be introducing. So if you want to be on the cutting edge of the stuff that we're doing, I encourage you to go and learn that, the Advanced Hwar Mantra Technique. Above that, you see the Maoshan 5-element shamanic spirit fighting, which is the wood set. We've talked about that before. If you want the most powerful energy practice, if you had to pick one, what is the most powerful energy practice? I would say go do the wood set. Now, if you're not convinced that you want to learn all of the 5-element moving forms, you can stick with wood, because wood has all of the other 5 elements in it. It is pure chi power, it is pure life force energy, but it also opens up the third eye, it opens up the pineal, and it opens up the shin, which is the electromagnetic energy of the heart. The wood set is the most powerful way to open that up. So check that out if you're interested. And then if you like that, you can go and do metal, fire, water, and earth, and you will be technically a spirit fighter. Those practices give you the ability to use your aura to literally chase away demons. If I walk into a house, demons are going to run away because of the vibration of my aura, which has to do with the release of this electromagnetic energy in the heart. And there's no other school in the world that teaches this. It's the Maoshan that discovered it and kept it secret. To my knowledge, I'm the only person that's teaching it publicly, and those are the practices that will give you that. So you've got that. You've got the Summoning the Immortals. That's only $29. That was something that was on the channel for free, and I put that on there so that people could feel the Maoshan power and then be inspired to go and learn the other practices. And what ended up happening was that practice was so powerful that people just did that and they didn't feel the need to do anything else. So it got, tens of thousands of views. Now the only way to get it is if you go to the shop and purchase it. But if you do, it's very inexpensive. And if you learn that practice, you won't need to do anything else. It's very, very powerful. And for people who are new to this kind of energy work, that practice is very good for opening up all of the meridians. And it really does call the ancestors. It really does call the immortals. People have done this and they've turned on, their little walkie-talkie and left it there. And as they've been doing the practice, the walkie-talkie will start going crazy. That's how light beings let you know they're in the room with you. So if you want to have the bat signal to have light beings come and empower you, do the Awakening the Immortals. You have the Celestial Qigong. That's the foundation of the Maoshan energy work. That was the first video I put out. In fact, when you look at it, you'll see how young I was, although I think I'm doing much better these days. But that is the practice that I synthesized by reverse engineering the spirit fighting. And so it's really the basis of the Maoshan Qigong that I teach. So that's also there available for you, and I've been sharing that and teaching that for at least 15 years. So we go further up, we scroll up, and we get to this page. So you see the rest of the spirit fighting sets, the water, the fire, the metal, and the earth. And then we get to the 5 levels of the soul and the 3 bodies. This is really amazing stuff that I just recently uncovered. And basically, what you learn in this is practical things that you can focus on to get all of your bodies. We have 3 bodies. We have the causal body, the subtle body, it's called also, and you have the emotional body, also called the mental body. You have the causal body, the emotional body, and then the physical body. Now, in the causal and the emotional body, you have what are called coverings, and each one of these coverings is split up into 5 different parts. And each one of these 5 different parts has specific things, lifestyle choices and attitudes. And if any of those are missing, the end result is you get sick and eventually die. So if you have access to all of the attitudes and the mindsets and the practices that you can, live in your life, that make sure that all of the soul coverings are completely empowered and balanced, according to the Himalayan yogis, you can live forever, and you will be forever young, and you will be free of disease. So that stuff is there, and those are real cheap. Those are only $10. So go check that out. Those are extremely helpful. Moving further up the page, we get to a couple of old Qigong that used to be free on the channel, the Thor's Hammer Qigong. That's basic. If you want to learn basic Qigong and understand about the powers of the Dantians, you can't do any better than that. You have the Heaven Earth Qigong meditation. That is a practice that is a if you want one practice for the rest of your life, just do one. That would be it. If you did that meditation every day, especially like if you did that Heaven Earth Qigong meditation for an hour a day, you'd have everything. And it creates a connection literally between heaven and earth through your central channel. And it connects yin and yang, male and female, positive and negative. It is the most balancing, complete meditative practice that I've ever used, and I offer it to you. So that's here at the shop as well, the Heaven Earth Qigong. And then you see Advanced Rune Shamanism up there, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And that is a very powerful method of shamanism and healing. You can do rune readings, and when you learn how to use it with the 8-sided direction wheel, which, by the way, the 8-sided direction wheel is a portal to higher dimensions. When the 4th dimension, if you were to cast a light on the 4th dimension, the shadow that it would create would be that 8-spoked wheel, which I call the Thunder Wheel, which you've seen me use numerous times in my books and on the channel. When you use that with the runes, you actually learn how to balance things from a higher dimensional perspective. And I've never seen anybody teach this. I'm the only person that I'm aware of. Some of my students teach it, but I'm the only person that has taught it. And I didn't realize at the time why it was so powerful. The reason why it's so powerful is when you use the 8 directions, you are creating a portal to higher dimensions. When you use the runes with that and you know how to balance the different directions, you're actually pulling in higher dimensional energies to balance yourself. So that is in Advanced Rune Shamanism, parts 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep going. A lot of good stuff in the shop, you guys. Now, here is, you saw already Rune Shamanism at the top, 1, 2, and 3. It has the forgotten magical rune chanting method in the 3rd video. But we've also got Rune Divination. And Rune Divination, I go into detail how to use the runes for fortune telling, for looking at the future, for, this is the method that I teach in that is the same method that I used for years as a phone psychic. Now, I'm not a psychic, but I was working on these phone lines and I was able to make a living doing that. And these are the techniques that I used. This is how I interpreted it. And doing this for years actually forced me, put me, under the gun, and I had to jump off in the deep end and really learn how to interpret runes correctly. So I teach you how to do that in this rune divinations 1, 2, and 3. So those are all of the things on the shop, and there's going to be more things. So look, take advantage of this. If you're on my channel and you've been following me, and even if you just come and listen to the YouTube videos, there's something in it for you or you wouldn't be here. So I encourage you to expand your interaction with the channel. Those of you who are already supporting the channel, by all means, I'm so grateful to you. If it weren't for you, I would be, like I said, working at Walmart. So that's it. This is my vision for the channel. Let's see if we got through all the ways that you can help. So we browsed through the ThunderWizard.com shop. Now, and remember that I do need your support to keep this channel going. Now, my feeling is that things are going to start shifting, and I think things are going to start to go viral. But that's going to happen right now because of the effort that you put into it. So if you're not able to do some of these other things because of financial constraints, I understand. I've been there myself very recently. I've sold all of my surfboards just so I can afford a plane ticket back to the United States. So I know what it's like to be scratching for money. But what you can do, everybody listening to me can show up to the live interdimensional meditations for yourself as well as for the rest of the world. And there's nobody listening to me that can't share videos and links on all of their social media, whether it be, Instagram or X, used to be Twitter, or Facebook, or even on YouTube. So feel free, please, to do everything you can to support my vision, which is nothing less than bringing the 5th dimensional shift. I believe this is what I'm here to do, and I believe that if you're attached to my channel and you're attracted to me and what I teach, I believe that you may also have a dharmic destiny to bring about the 5th dimension, at the very least by meditating with me on a regular basis, and to get as many people as you can, invite as many people as you think would want to come and be part of these meditations. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and hopefully that gives you a better understanding of what we're doing and what the channel is, and all of the technologies and resources that are available to you. Again, my books too, you go to Michael William Denny, Denney, and you can see all of my books, tons of books that I barely talk about them, but those are other resources that you can enjoy also. And there you go, my friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Remember that you are the most important being that has ever lived. The universe cannot exist without you. I cannot exist without you. You are, in fact, God. You are the most beautiful, wonderful being that exists. And please be very good to yourself. And hopefully we will be making this shift happen very soon. I look forward to doing that with you. Thank you so much for your time.